Hey guys, Marissa at KitchenTableStamper.com. Today I thought we would spend a little time with the paper pumpkin. I love paper pumpkin. It's Stampin' Up's monthly subscription kit. It's all inclusive, everything you need to do your paper crafting, delivered to your door every month for just $19.99. Let's open up the box and show you what's typical of a paper pumpkin. Inside the paper pumpkin box, you'll find the fun blue tissue and a little paper pumpkin thank you note. That's in every kit. All that you need to create your projects is included in your paper pumpkin. I've been playing with this one a little bit. It's not my first time in this box. Let me show you what's inside the kit. Okay, so this was a Sarah thing month, so we got a little free gift in this paper pumpkin. This is April 2017. Every paper pumpkin will include full color instruction sheets like this, and we're gonna need them because I haven't made the project even though I've been playing with the contents of the paper pumpkin. But you get full color step-by-step instructions. On the back, it lists fun things like what is the contents of your kit, what Stampin' Up colors are featured in here, and then some basic how to stamp information. And then in every kit you get an exclusive stamp set. So this is April's exclusive stamp set. It's a fun mix and match greeting set with a little spatter. I can't wait to show you some alternative projects that I've done with this set. And you also get an ink spot in each kit. Now, Stampin' Up promises not to repeat the ink spots in a 12-month period. So if you're a subscriber for a year, you'll get at least 12 ink spots and 12 exclusive stamp sets. That alone is so much crafting fun for you to enjoy. It's stuff that you can use again and again. In addition to those things in every paper pumpkin, you get your project kits. And the project kits include everything that you need to make the projects. There's adhesive, in this case we've got dimensionals, and some glue dots, embellishments, and this one there's these fun acrylic flowers and a roll of washi tape. It's a watercolor kit, so there's a brush for your watercolor painting, envelopes, all the pre-cut card bases and layers. We've got some die-cut adhesive leaves in this kit. There's some die-cut adhesive little banners here, some printed paper layers. All right, let's get started with one of these. We'll do all three projects, so it makes 3 different cards. Okay, we've talked about how paper pumpkin is all-inclusive, but I am gonna bring in a full-size basic black ink pad. That's what the color came in the kit for this month, but I'm not going to open that up right now. I'm just going to use my full-size pad. And I'm also not going to open up my little pencils right now. They are miniature versions of the ones that are available right now in the Occasions catalog from Stampin' Up. So I'm just going to grab the colors that were included in the kit and the full-size pencils. So we've got Pacific Point, Melon Mambo, Daffodil Delight, and Rich Razzleberry. All right, so we're just substituting the full-size ones. Now I think we'll start here with for the best teacher sample. And so I'm gonna pull out the pieces that we need to make that one. Okay, so I've got my little watercolor paper here, and it looks like our first step is to lay down some Pacific Point and some Daffodil Delight across the bottom here and let the 2 colors blend. I think I can do that. So that's done. And now I'm bringing in my aqua painter here. Comes with a paintbrush, but I don't want an open container of water right under my video equipment and stuff. So I'm going to stick with the aqua painter and have the water contained, but it did come with a little paintbrush. And I'm just gonna blend in a little circular motion because I've never been a big fan of being able to see the strokes from the watercolor pencil. So I think that if I blend in a circular motion, I might be able to minimize the look of the lines. Now I want to clean some of the green out of my brush because I want to definitely see where it goes from green to yellow. So that's what I'll do. And as I work back in toward the green here, I'll keep clearing away. All right, I think I like that. The other thing about watercolors, I tend to overwork it, but we're gonna try not to. I'm softening the edges here because I want to have it look kind of flowy and soft. And that's it. And I'm going to leave it alone, I hope. Oh, look, I dripped on the paper. I'm not leaving it alone because I dripped. All right. There. I'm really leaving it alone this time. All right, let's let that dry for a second. I got a puddle, so I'm going to blot it off. I don't know if I liked blotting off that puddle. Me and watercolor. Let's see if we can be friends. Tell ya, I tend to overwork watercolor. I'm gonna leave it alone now and move on to something else here. What else can we do? Let's get our, well, that's drying a bit. Let's get our card base and we can fold that up. Got my bone folder. Now, I'm going to grab some snail adhesive and adhere my black and white panel to the card base. It looks like they did that first and kind of at an angle. Now, it says set aside to dry. So my watercolor is definitely not dry. Let me grab my heat tool and I'm going to give that a head start. Okay, so I've dried it a little bit with the heat tool and I have definitely overworked my watercoloring. So I think I'm going to work my banner from this side where I feel like I overworked the color. So I'm gonna do mine sideways. It just shows you that there's no mistakes in stamping, just opportunities to embellish. So we're going to embellish this side where I think it needs a little bit of extra coverage. All right, so then, okay, let's see. I'm gonna start with best because it's gonna take up the most room on my little tag here. For the best, so we need some words above and some below. I don't have my Stampin' Pierce mat, I just realized. Let me grab that. Okay. The word for, make sure I don't stamp it upside down. For. Oh my gosh, this stamp set is really easy to line up. It makes a ton of different sentiments. Love it. That's the best part, I think, about the paper pumpkin, are the stamp sets. They're forever. You can just keep using them with different projects over and over again. Ah, that looks good. For the best dad. Now, I'm going to bring this guy in here and get some spatters on him, but the problem with my spatters is I'm going kind of opposite, so I want to make sure I like the layout of my spatters. So I'm getting my washi tape and I'm going to put it right on there. I know where my tag is going to be, and now my spatters. Not bad, pretty cute. All right, now I need one more thing. Hold on, I'm gonna grab my little handheld stapler. Okay, Handheld stapler is retiring from the Stampin' Up! Catalog this year, but I love it. So if you don't already have a little handheld stapler that does these bitty staples, pick one up. I've got to always add a little something. I love the paper pumpkin, but sometimes you just got to add a little something. Okay, so I've got my watercolor panel all done, and I'm going to adhere it with some dimensionals. Does it say to do it with dimensionals? Add washi tape, add stripe background sticker at an angle. Oh, it's a sticker, and I put it on with a snail. Of course it's a sticker. Everything's included in the paper pumpkin. Adhere watercolor using dimensionals. Excellent. And it also does say that there is a white card liner inside the box. So I'll have to go and find that in my materials and get a card liner so that the inside of my card isn't black. We want the inside to be white so we can write a message for the best dad. Okay. Not a bad looking card. Okay, so here are my materials. And look at that. How nice is that? Here's the little card liners. And we'll have to adhere that. Okay, now they do give you the glue dot adhesive, but for the sake of the video, I think it's a little faster. I'm gonna grab my snail. You don't need to have any paper crafting tools for the paper pumpkin, just a pair of scissors, and you can do all the projects in the kit. But I like to sometimes, since I've invested in so many tools, I like to use them. And there it is, for the best dad. That's card number 1 from the April Paper Pumpkin. Okay, so I've got the heart here, and it's got its little embossed resist. And the other piece for this kit has got this fun, like, diamond emboss resist. So let's work on those first. I like how this one in the sample blends all the colors and then creates new colors as they blend. So I'm gonna just kind of follow that example, and I'm gonna lightly color the yellow in the upper corner here, and I'm just scribbling in where the lines are kind of randomly, actually. All right, and then I think I'm gonna do these two with the yellow also, but I want them to all right, then I'll start with the Melon Mambo. I'm gonna bring those Melon Mambo scribble in spaces all the way to the end. But like we did on the first card, where those two meet, the Melon Mambo and the Daffodil Delight, I'm going to scribble some Daffodil Delight over the Melon Mambo also, so we create a new color. It's kind of fun. And then I'll pick up with the Pacific Point. And I'll take the Pacific Point almost to the bottom. I think I'll stop here and then bring in the rich raspberry over this Pacific Point here, and then on its own here. And I'm not gonna blend, I'm not gonna overwork it this time. All right, back to the Pacific Points, we can bring it over some of these Daffodil Delight ones. Make them, all right. Wish me luck. I've got my aqua painter, and I'm just going to blend in a circular motion, doing all the Daffodil Delight, and then where it meets the Pacific Point, we're gonna get some green. That's kind of fun. And the resist is just kind of pushing the water back into the areas that are not coated. That's kind of cool. Now we're moving into the rich raspberry, and look at the purple color we're creating. It's pretty cool. Clean some of the Pacific point out of there so we can see if we can get some true rich raspberry at the end here. I think I need to, over on this last one, put a little rich raspberry in with my melon mumbo. All right, we're going back to the yellow, so I cleaned my brush. And now I'm on the areas where the melon mumbo and the daffodil delight overlap, and moving in to the areas where there's just melon mumbo. It's like magic. How fun is that? All right, not overworking it. I'm putting it aside and grabbing this heart-shaped one. Now the heart-shaped one looks like it was done with long strokes, blending the two colors together again between the melon mumbo and the rich raspberry. So we're gonna do that with this one. Instead of coloring in the resist lines, we're just going to fill in and make kind of an ombre effect. I've got the melon mumbo right now, and I'm going more than half of the way down. And then in the center, I'm going to meet the rich raspberry and overlap and bring that down. And because I liked the way the rich raspberry and the Pacific Point interacted on this one right here, see my little pinky? I'm going to put a little Pacific Point on the bottom down here and mix that with the rich raspberry. I think it'll make a nice purple shade to finish. And then up here I want a little bit more intensity, so I'm going to add a little bit more color. Okay, there it is. We'll see what happens, right? Got my aqua painter, and I'm just going to working in larger circular motions here because we're working over a very large piece. I'm just trying to blend those streaks so that we don't see the pencil marks. Ah, see, it's changing to the rich raspberry. You can see the difference. My brush is feeling a little dry. Give it a squeeze. Okay. Ah, did you see? I got that Pacific Point in there now. Kind of drag it upward a little bit. I quite like the effect. I'm kind of rigid and uptight for watercolor usually, but I like the effect. That's fun. All right, let me set these aside to dry. This paper pumpkin, this is so funny. You guys are, this is an unrehearsed video, just me crafting with my paper pumpkin. You have to let me know what you think. Hopefully not too many thumbs down. Usually I'm a little bit more rehearsed. We're just crafting today. Okay, so my little black card 1 and black card number 2. Got those folded. And instead of using the glue dots, it's a little bit more fussy. I'm glad the adhesive is included, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to put some snail on the liner and get those cards lined. Somewhere in the shuffle I lost my instructions. Let's find out where I need to put some washi tape. So it looks like along the bottom of this panel and along the bottom of this panel, we're gonna put our washi tape. Okay, time for stamping sentiments. And the funny part is we're stamping on the watercolor paper here, and we're stamping on a smooth white here. So that'll be interesting to see how that works. Alright, I want the best down here by the washi tape. You are the best. Okay, so the R and the have to go in between the U and the best. R. Oh my goodness, what a fun way to build sentiments. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love the stamp set. Okay, so then a couple of spatters here to go with the kind of painting art theme. Stamped right on the washi tape there. And you, and I'm going to start with you. And we need it to be high enough to put so much underneath and not touch the washi tape. I also want it as far to the right as possible because my washi tape might be a little high. Looks like they might have folded the washi tape in half on their sample. Okay, so there's you. So much. Fun. Again, look at how great that sentiment looks. I just love building sentiments with this set. Okay, I think, oh, I'm gonna do a little, the spatters. They got spatters on theirs, I need spatters on mine. So I'm going to go this way with them, I think. All right, I'm happy with that. The card base. Okay, so I guess this right here, the stripe panel, was self-adhesive like this, and I just missed it. So you should have been able to peel and stick that one, just like I'm about to peel and stick this one. I do everything backwards. We're going backwards. They show theirs on the right side. I'm gonna put mine on the left side because of how I stamped my little spatters. I want that heart over here. Okay, it says to use dimensionals for your watercolor pieces. Looks like some of my resist is still wet. There. Cute. I like it. All right, now it's showing 2 of these little embellishments, but I'm going to be really honest about something here. I really love them. They're beautiful. Look at the colors. They're just a gorgeous embellishment. They really are. They come in this great purple color that's like almost the color where the rich raspberry and the Pacific Point come together. Look at this one. It's a beautiful kind of melon mumbo color. And the Daffodil Delight is kind of bright. It would go nice with the new lemon lime twist. They're gorgeous, but look how thick they are. I am not putting 2 of these on a card. So I'm going to put the yellow one on that, and I'm going to put, I think I want this more purple one, but I'm only putting 1 on each card. It'll mean that I have more of these little embellishments to use on something else, but that's just my opinion. I think 1 is enough, and besides being enough, they're very thick. They're just a lot for 1 card. And I'm going to put my little leaves off the side here. And then that guy I'm gonna put on with a glue dot. Okay, so I've made all my petals sticky. These are flat, these are bumped. And I'm gonna put the petals with the flat adhesive on the heart because it's already bumped up on dimensionals. And I'm gonna put the petals with the dimensional on the card. And see how that brought it all up to one level because it overlaps the two layers. That worked out really well. I was kind of worried about how I was gonna do that when I was looking at the sample picture and the instructions. All right, so there's project number 2. Project number 1. Now, it says to adhere this one with dimensionals, so we'll do that. Before I glue it down, did I stamp my spatters? Oh, yes, I did. I didn't remember if I did that or not. All right, we're gonna center that one there. Oh, you know what? We have more leaves than I thought because only 2 of the projects use the leaves. That's good because I was just hoping I had a few more leaves. All right, so come back here. We are going to revisit this one too because I would like one more leaf. And I think I'd like one up here. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so 2 projects use leaves, so you can definitely use more than 2 leaves per card and have plenty. All these little things you figure out as you're going. So if I put my flower kind of tucked in next to my sentiment, where do I want my leaves? I'm going to slide it underneath there. And there. And there. I love it. There we go. You're the best. So there's project 1 and project 2. And I've lost project 3. Oh no. And there's project number 3. All right, if you've got any questions about Paper Pumpkin, if you've got any questions about Stampin' Up, if there's anything crafty I can do for you, email me, Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.